Pause for a moment, ossify yourself, imagine a mysterious quantum world where space and time dissolve like a mirage. Now, turn your gaze inward to your own life. Is there a problem that holds you captive, like an enchanted box? Perhaps it asks a conflict, a debt, or something that haunts your peace. Take a second to name that box in your mind. Can you feel how old emotions, like invisible chains, pull you back into the past? What if I told you there's another reality, a tantalizing, problem-free dimension waiting for you? You don't need to know how to get there. All it takes is the audacity to imagine yourself beyond this trap. Are you ready to uncover how this works? Your mission is to ignite a spark in your mind, a vision of a new reality where your problem vanishes like morning mist. To do this, you must elevate your energy to a frequency where obstacles cease to exist. This is the quantum reality, a mystical field where time stretches into an infinite now. No past, no future, just an eternal moment pulsing with possibilities. Picture what it would feel like to live in such a world. How would you feel, freed from your box? Jot down that feeling or hold it close to revisit later. Share this vision with yourself. What does it stir in you? How many times have you hit a dead end, trying every trick in the book, experts, advice from friends, desperate measures? Think of a moment when you felt everything was futile. What was that situation? Maybe you can still feel its weight. Why does this happen? Let us unravel the secret hidden in our biology. Your brain is an ancient archive of memories. Each morning, as you open your eyes, you activate neural pathways whispering of yesterday. Yet every dawn is a secret key to transformation. The catch: when you dwell on your struggles, you summon shadows of the past, people, places, emotions. Thoughts are the spells of your mind. Feelings, the magic of your body. Together, they weave your reality. If you cling to old thoughts, you remain trapped. Have you noticed how your thoughts about your problem drag you back to the same feelings? Reflect on this. When did this happen last? Your most vivid memories are those soaked in emotion. They ray etched into your brain like ancient runes. Each time you revisit your problem, you strengthen the threads binding you to the past. It is a cunning process. Your body grows addicted to these emotions, believing it as still living in that long-gone moment, even if you rage just thinking about it. Imagine you label yourself a failure, and instantly, you feel it. Feelings spawn thoughts, thoughts fuel feelings, and you ray caught in an enchanted loop. Think of your box. What emotions does it stir? Anger, fear, despair. Write them down or just ponder them. This is your first step toward unlocking the mystery. To break free and craft a new future, you must shatter these chains. But it is not easy. Your brain, like an old cartographer, maps your future using the charts of the past, hiding vast horizons from you. When in your life did you feel like you hit a wall? Was it recent? Share that story with yourself, as if confiding in a friend. It'll reveal where you ray stuck. Only a crisis, a trauma, a loss, or a jolt of fate can shake you awake, making you see how you think and act. Suddenly, you realize, I've been suffering for years without even noticing. Recall such a moment in your life when you saw you were running on autopilot. What thoughts or habits did you notice then? Reflect on this. Here is the real challenge. To change, you must abandon familiar choices. When you dare to act differently, your body, like a stubborn guardian of old ways, rebels, pulling you back to the known. Thoughts, like sirens, beckon you to the harbor of the past. Give in, and the door to a new reality slams shut. Think of a time you tried to change but fell back into old patterns. What stopped you? Tell yourself this story. It'll show you your biggest barrier. To break free, you must become greater than your body, greater than its ingrained programs. This demands a will strong enough to crush old templates. Mornings often find you replaying familiar scenes, anticipating the same feelings. You crave a future that mirrors the past because it feels safe. If you mindlessly repeat rituals, coffee, shower, commute, your body turns into a machine, carrying you to a predictable end. Have you noticed how routine traps you? Think, what habits keep you tethered to your old reality? Without a vision of a new future, you are doomed to live in the echoes of the past. Your environment, people, places, things starts dictating what you think and feel. But here is the secret. Your thoughts and feelings shape your reality. If you think as you always have, your life freezes like a still painting. Consider your box. What people or situations amplify it? Write them down or recall them. This will show where your energy is draining. To create a new reality, you must rewrite your very identity, how you think, act, and feel. Many try to change their lives with old paints, but it doesn't work. By 35, 95% of your actions are autopilot, and your body, like a relentless guide, leads you to a predictable future built on the ruins of the past. When you seek change but don't get the emotions you expect, you swap them for anger or frustration. Your body craves familiar sensations, and you believe you are powerless over your feelings. Your environment becomes your puppeteer. Recall a moment when you felt like a marionette of circumstances. What was it? Share this story with yourself. Einstein unveiled a truth. You can't solve a problem on the level where it was born. To overcome barriers, you must ascend to a new plane of awareness. Become greater than your body, your environment, and let go of living in a predictable past or future. Dive into the magic of the present. Every thought is a wave of energy. If you think old thoughts, you emit the same energy, and life stays stagnant. By becoming aware of your thoughts, actions, and emotions, you rise above, shedding old chains. What thoughts about your box do you catch most often? Jot down a couple. They are your key to freedom. The stronger the emotions tied to your problem, the more energy you surrender to the external world. But that energy is your ticket to a new reality. Bring your focus back to the present, and you'll snap those ties. In stress, hormones force you to cling to the outside world, amplifying disconnection. You start believing you're just a body, losing touch with energy. Chronic stress turns you into heavy matter, not a light wave, limiting your potential. Recall a time when stress made you feel helpless. What was that moment? Share this story with yourself at the pinpoint where you lose your power. The quantum reality is an enchanting field of infinite possibilities, where space and time vanish. Everything exists as potential, every thought vibrates. To enter, become no one, nothing, nowhere, never pure consciousness, shedding the shackles of body, people, things, time. You connect with the energy of unity. Your brain finds harmony. Your heart beats in a magical rhythm, creating a radiant field. You ray more energy than matter, a wave, not a particle. You draw a new reality to you. But slip back into old reactions, and the door slams shut. Imagine being a wave. What feelings does that spark? Write them down. Now, let us unlock your box. Name it the box of work, the box of debt, the box of loneliness. Write down the emotions it stirs: fear, anger, despair. Then the thoughts: this will never end. I am powerless. These spells keep you captive. Tell yourself how this box impacts your life, as if confiding in someone close. What does it steal from you? Now, picture yourself outside the box, with a triumphant smile. What feelings will flood you when the problem dissolves? Joy, freedom, lightness. Write them down. Imagine living without this weight. Your task is to lift your energy to this frequency, staying in the present. Don't guess how it'll happen. Tune into the new reality, and your body will follow your consciousness like a ship to a lighthouse. Think, how would you feel in this new reality? Write it down or share it with yourself. As long as you dwell in the energy of your future, you draw it to you like a magnet. But if you succumb to old reactions, you fall back to the past, and the door closes. Quantum physics whispers, a thought of a new reality already births it. Hold that energy, and your body will flow toward it like a river to the sea. Recall a time you nearly achieved change but faltered. What held you back? Share this story with yourself. At least show where your strength is needed. Dare to challenge fate. Name your box, amass the thoughts and emotions holding you, and envision yourself in a new reality. Stay in that energy, and your future will come alive. Many have broken their chains this way. Now it asks your turn. Tell yourself how you want your life to look without this box. What will it be like? Write it down or just think about it. Your story starts here.